Joining us, Peter Rosenberger, radio host, author, who's been on the program before, and good to have you back here, Peter. Good to see you.
I love being here. I love this studio.
What do you think of Roy Rogers' studio here?
I think you guys have done a great job. And I got to give a shout out to some friends of mine in Southwest Montana.
Please.
Who are big RFD watchers. Bob and Janet, I told y'all I would say something to you. These are generational ranchers. And I want to just say to all the ranchers out there in Montana, we thank you for the work you do, but it's great to be here with you guys.
Yeah, well, good. Absolutely. We're a big family here and love rural America, the rural lifestyle. That's what it's all about. So thanks for that. Yeah, I'm sure. I enjoy that. Haven't been out in that country for a long time. That's beautiful country. Beautiful. What have you been up to lately? You got a book in front of you there.
I know
you've been
book.
Writing and doing some radio. And
I do it my show, and then I have the book out, Hope for the Caregiver, and available in bookstores near you.
What is that? That's the title of the book. What do you mean when you say hope for the caregiver, Peter?
Well, and I get asked that a lot, because a lot of times people talk about this in rainbows and unicorns and hearts and clovers, and we're just going to pray for you. God bless your heart and all that stuff. And I said, no. Hope for the caregiver is that unswerving conviction that we can live a calmer, more peaceful, more enjoyable, and dare I say it, even more joyful life, even while looking at grim realities. Now, an expert in this country is considered, I think the general rule is 10,000 hours. You're an expert at anything if you've got 10,000 hours. Mm-hmm. As best as I can count, I'm up to almost 100,000 hours. I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah. Maybe just real quick share your story. I don't know if you want to.
Well, my wife had a horrible wreck 2 years before I met her. And I appreciate what you said. Sometimes it comes on slow. Sometimes you walk into it wide open. In my case, I walked into it wide open, knowing that she was hurt, didn't understand the reality of what it would mean being for lifetime. She'd had about 20 surgeries when I met her from this wreck, but had come back into school, and that's when I met her, and she was a beautiful girl, but she's mighty easy on the eyes, and and just an extraordinary woman. And I fell in love with this girl, and I thought, I'm going to take care of this girl for the rest of my life. I had no idea what that would mean. We're up to now, as near as I can count, 78 surgeries. She gave up both of her legs in the 90s. She's not known a day without pain in 32 years, 60-plus doctors, 12 hospitals, 7 insurance companies, and $9 million in medical bills that I could count. This has not showed any sign of slowing down. I've been a caregiver for a long, long time now. I'm in my
Look at that
decade.
Smile of Sam and his enthusiasm and love that's still in your eyes.
Yeah, but I'm only 32. Look what it did to me.
Thanks for sharing the story, by the way. But your organization here, Standing with Hope.
Standing with Hope. And you asked me when I'm getting ready to go over to West Africa next month. And I'm taking another team. When my wife gave up her legs, her vision was to help her fellow amputees. And so we do that. For 10 years now, we've been putting legs on amputees in West Africa. We teach the local workers how to do this and equip them, and it's just a great work, and that's what we do. And then we've launched this whole new outreach to caregivers based on my journey now of, okay, what does it look like to sustain a caregiver? How do you really help somebody who helps somebody? You're putting yourself between disaster and a loved one, and you're doing it every single day. I didn't even know what the word caregiver was when I got married. And here I was one right off the bat, this was, of course, 30 years ago almost, and I didn't understand the term. But I am the person that's keeping this on the rails for my wife. This is what's happening across America. We got all these people that are stepping up, just like this caller here in Michigan, doing these things out of love, just out of love, out of a desire to care for this person. But what I would like for people to understand is if that person goes down, if that caregiver goes down, what happens to the loved one? Who's next in line to help? And we also assume sometimes incorrectly that just because they're disabled or elderly, that they're going to die first. I had a lady come up to me the other day and said she started taking care of her dad with Alzheimer's, and she just threw herself recklessly at doing this. She turns around 7 years later, and her business is bankrupt, because she did not plan for this thing. We just think, okay, we're gonna outlive them. And it doesn't always happen that way. And if you do outlive them, that's, okay, we can do that. But if you don't, have you left them with life insurance? Have you made some type of financial provision? Because if you haven't, then you've taken their caregiver away and their resources.
Yeah.